Dunk tanks are awesome, but who can afford them in today's economy? Instead, save some money and become the king of the summer party by making your own dunk bucket.
The tank that holds the water is just a $5 office trash can, and then I drilled some holes to fit toilet parts. A hole for the flush valve, that drops the water, and a hole for the fill valve so that I could connect it to the garden hose and have it fill itself up. I mounted it to a piece of OSB, and this helped in a couple of ways. It made a sturdier surface so that the toilet parts didn't bend in towards each other, as they would have a tendency to do when this is hanging filled with water. Also, I connected some eye hooks to the OSB, which was easier to drill into and felt more reliable to hang this thing from. Also, it was suggested that you get a better water drop if you connect a colander to the bottom, and having the OSB there made it real easy to screw that on. At this point, you could hang the tank from a basketball hoop or a tree, but I don't have a basketball hoop or a tree. Plus, I wanted to make it portable, so I made a tripod with three 10-foot 2x4s. I bought a 12-inch threaded rod. This one was a 1/2 inch diameter, and then I drilled a hole 6 inches from the top or so. Drilled the hole a 1/4 inch bigger so that there is some give to move the legs around, and used some bolts to keep the legs from falling off. I used 6 or 7 quick links at the top to make a chain. You can connect the bucket directly to it, or do what I did and use some paracord, a couple of pulleys, and a rope cleat so that you can connect the bucket on the ground and then pull it up. For the target, I just cut a 6-inch square out and attached it with some hinges. I used a handful of eye hooks and some string and connected it up so that when the target gets hit, it pulls the string, which was connected to the toilet flapper, flushing the toilet. Don't use a string with very much elasticity to it, because once you put water in the tank, it pushes against the flapper and makes it harder to open. With a dunk tank, you can really only put in healthy people who can swim. This isn't the case with a dunk bucket. It can easily accommodate expectant mothers, expectant fathers, young children, toddlers, infants, the elderly, sick or injured persons, and pets. Also, since I was saving so much by making my own, I figured I would go ahead and make 2. No longer need the person being dunked sit there helplessly watching while throwers have all day long to aim. We faced them toward each other, about 25 feet apart, and gave both participants 4 or 5 balls and let them go at it to see who had what it took to stay dry. There you go. Fun weekend project that you can use all summer long to entertain your neighbors.